Well, if you were hoping to make a New Year's resolution to have lower car insurance rates, you might want to make a different resolution. Some people are having a really hard time getting coverage in the first place. And here on this Wired Wednesday, we're checking in with GV Wire's news director, Mr. Bill McEwen, to find out what's going on with the insurance here in the Golden State. And Bill, thanks for being in studio with us today.
Well, thank you for having me today. And this affects a lot of Californians, obviously.
Yeah, we were just talking off camera.
Right.
I kind of went through the same thing here, and I've had a lot of questions. It's resolved, but still, I mean, what these insurance companies are trying to make money, but why does it have to be so difficult?
Well, one of the reasons is California laws do not allow, what you would call advanced telemetrics. So in other words, using technology to provide a profile of the person to be insured. And California has very strict rules about what insurers can factor in. So as a result, the insurers naturally, they want to make money. They're mitigating their risks. So they're making people jump through hoops and they're doing the slowdown on them. In other words, you want to apply online? No, they want you to fill out paper back
You're
and
going old
forth through
school.
the mail. It's
Yeah,
old school.
And you got to make phone calls. You can't do the chat. You have to. It was a pain, I promise. And I'm a good driver, too. At least I like to think I am. And that's what California law requires insurers to offer policies to good drivers like us. So what exactly defines a good driver?
Well, it's pretty simple. You've had a license for 3 years. You have 1 point or less on your driving record, and you haven't been at fault in an injury or a deadly accident. And under California law, the insurer is required to offer you insurance within 15 days.
Okay.
That isn't happening, and the insurance commissioner's office is being bombarded with complaints. He's issued a bulletin telling the insurance companies to straighten up. But, when you think about it, California is out of the loop with what's going on today. And until they really get in the loop, I think this is going to be a problem. You mentioned raises. Well, insurance rates are going up 13% next year. But I do have a little bit of good news.
Okay.
So Allstate has promised that they're going to go back to online quotes on February 7th.
All right.
And they're also going to let people pay over time because this has been a big thing. Insurers have been demanding, okay, we'll give you a policy, but you got to pay it all today.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think it was September, October when I was going through all this, and I finally ended up with Geico. Everybody wanted everything up front. I'm like, I need monthly breakdowns here, and it wasn't happening. Okay, so obviously this is a very complex deal. A lot of people jump through these hoops. So why? What is to blame?
Well, the insurance companies, they're trying to mitigate their risk. They want to insure the people that they believe will not be in an accident. State of California is saying, well, we want that too, but the questions you're asking, they're prejudicial. You're asking about people's schooling and where they've lived and even who lives with you. Is there someone living with you that's not insured?
Yeah.
Because the company's thinking that person might be driving the car, uninsured drivers. So
Yeah. Anything
it's
they
a
can do.
collision here of the market versus California law versus how expensive it is to live and operate in California.
Yeah, and you're required to have insurance. So
Absolutely.
I mean, what do we do? Is there anything we can do to kind of mitigate this and ease things up on ourselves?
Well, if you feel like you're not being treated fairly, the thing to do is file a complaint with the insurance commissioner's office.
Okay, well,
And
it's something.
easy to do, but the state is getting more aggressive because of the number of complaints that have been received. They have a hotline that you could call to register your complaint. And finally, we should have seen this coming because we've gone through the same thing with homeowners insurance and fire insurance. And I also want to remind people, a lot of us got rebates during the pandemic because we weren't driving that much.
Right,
And the state
yeah.
of California was very aggressive about making insurers hand back that money, $200 million since 2021.
Public transportation is looking pretty good right about now, I
And
think.
yeah, and you want to know more about it, just go to gvwire.com. We do a lot of consumer stories. And
Yeah, as we've seen. Bill McEwen with GV Wire, thanks for joining us in studio this time, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys next time on this Wired Wednesday. Thank you all for checking it out. Great day. We'll be right back.